Okay, class, we're at number 10, our last problem, and we have here quite a bit of information, and don't be intimidated by this. Just remember that we're working with inverse functions. We have a formula that we can use, and if we stick with our formula, we should be able to determine the answers to all these questions. So it says here that the time it takes to run the 100-meter dash varies inversely with the speed of the runner. Okay, so we're talking about time and we're talking about speed. Why is it inverse? Well, the time becomes less the higher the speed. Okay, remember one's going up, the other one's going down. That's the inverse. Now, we are asked to copy and complete the following table for this quote 100-meter dash function. Okay, so that's a little bit of information. They even put quotes around it. We have the average speed, and they give us two of them, and then we have the time in seconds. They give us two more, but in no case do they give us both together. So let's just put speed here, and let's go ahead and put time. So you might say, well, hold it, Mr. Cartagena, I don't have the information that I need to determine what my constant is. Well, if you pause for a second, you will realize that they've already given that to you. Remember, they're talking about a 100-meter dash. And if it's 100 meters, then if the speed is 2 meters per second, how many seconds would it take? Well, you would have to take 100 and divide it by 2, and that would give us 50. Now, what would that look like on our equation? Let's take a look. Y is equal to a over x. Why did I do that? Now I'd say y meaning the letter y, but why did I get 50 here? Well, if we stop for a minute and we look at, we have an x and y value. In this case, we are trying to determine the y value, and we have an x value, so we would just say we have an a divided by 2, right? And that's y. But well, we have been given. Well, we're told that the time um, is an unknown only because we don't necessarily have a distance, but we do have a distance. The time it takes to run a distance is the speed. For instance, miles per hour. Okay, so how many miles per hour? Okay, so if we were to write that per, that would be miles divided by hours. Okay, so if we look over here, this would take the place of the miles, right? And this would take the place of, oop, I messed up my board. I hate when this happens.